Good evening, everybody, and welcome to LaSalle University Athletics Center for tonight's women's basketball non-conference matchup between the Mitchell College Mariners and your very own LaSalle University Lacers. I'm Adam Hollenbeck alongside Taylor Viles to give you guys a little bit of a pregame warm-up for this matchup. This is a new segment that we're trying to start within LaSalle Athletics, and hopefully you can bear with us as we start this segment, but for now we're going to give you what we think is appropriate for you to know in this matchup. So far, the Mitchell Mariners are coming into this matchup off a 70-46 point win over St. Joseph's of Connecticut. St. Joseph's is a conference matchup for LaSalle, so if we're looking statistically, it's a great preview for what Mitchell has to offer on the table. For LaSalle, they are coming off a 93-70 point loss against Framingham State, and they're looking to turn things around after an 0-2 previous run after a 4-0 historic run. Taylor, you have more on the historic run by the Lasers.
Right. Well, as you said, it was a historic run. The Lasers 4-0 to begin the season for the first time in school history. School history. That's years and years of stats you got going for you right there. 4 wins, Mount Holyoke, Elms, Northern Vermont, Johnson, and UMaine, Presque Isle were the 4 victories, and they weren't even close. The Lasers swept the floor with all 4 of those opponents. 67, 79, 70, and 79 point, again, victories. The last 2, unfortunately, they were not able to pull out the W as they lost to UMaine Farmington and Framingham State in their home opener just the other day, as you said, 93-70, their loss. But if we get back to the recent game by the Blue Jays, by Mitchell against the Blue Jays a few days ago, one of the key contributors in that game was Amina Wiley, who notched 16 points to go along with 13 rebounds in that game. And she comes in here as one of our key contributors for this game. She is first on this team with 17.2 points per game to go along with 12.6 rebounds. We're looking for a strong game from her tonight.
We're looking for a strong game from her, as well as LaSalle's very own Amanda Ortiz. It looks like those two will be matching up in the scoring department, as Ortiz has averaged 22.7 points per game, 11.3 rebounds per game, and 2.5 assists per game, averaging a double-double straight off the bat. She's also a very recent recipient of the GNAC Player of the Week award for her outstanding play in that GNAC versus the NAC conference tournament.
Yeah, you can't talk about the LaSalle College Lasers without bringing up Amanda Ortiz. That 22.7 points per game this season is up from 16.8 last year in her junior year. This is just her second year playing for the Lasers, as she was a transfer last season. But all of her stats are up, and she just keeps getting better as the season progresses. It's so much fun to watch her, and we'll see how much better she can get by senior night at the end of the season.
And so Amanda Ortiz, very vital to this team in many aspects, but outside of Amanda Ortiz, who are the keys to this game on the LaSalle side that can help them get this win?
Well, the biggest key to LaSalle is Deja Allen, who is contributing 11.8 points per game. 3 of those games off the bench, 3 of them she started. In fact, all 26 games she played last season, she came off the bench. She's a very good contributor for this team when she is healthy and out there and ready to play an outstanding 3-point shot. I spoke to the coach of the Lasers, Todd Montana, a few days ago, and he was saying that Deja Allen, the reason she's so important to this team is she doesn't care if she's coming off the bench or if she is starting. All she cares about is watching this team win.
Taking a look at the recent scoring for both squads, things have been pretty tight between both teams. Mitchell coming out with 83 points that first game, with 79 as well for the Lasers. And after that, they haven't been able to put up as many points, but both teams have looked quite similar in their scoring categories.
That's going to do it for this pregame show. For Adam Hallenbuck, I'm Taylor Viles, and we're going to kick it over to the Athletic Center in just a few minutes, where I'll be on the call with Matt Jacobson. We'll see you then.